Picture this, it's June 323 BCE in Babylon. Alexander the Great, the most powerful ruler in the world, lies on his deathbed at just 32 years old. The man who conquered most of the known world, who had never lost a battle, was about to face his final defeat, not to an army, but to a mysterious cause that historians still debate today. Let me take you through this fascinating historical puzzle. Alexander had just returned from a grand banquet where he drank heavily. Nothing unusual for a Macedonian king. But this time was different. He suddenly felt a sharp pain like a sword strike to his back, according to ancient sources. Over the next 12 days, his condition deteriorated rapidly. Fever gripped him, his body weakened, and his voice began to fail. Now here's where things get really interesting. For centuries, historians have proposed three main theories about what killed this legendary conqueror. First, there's the poison theory. Some suggest he was assassinated using strychnine or arsenic, possibly by his own generals who feared his growing megalomania. The perfect crime, as these poison symptoms match his recorded symptoms perfectly. But wait, there's more to consider. The second theory points to natural causes. Alexander had been traveling through mosquito-infested marshlands near Babylon. Could it have been malaria? Or perhaps typhoid fever? The high temperatures and weakness he experienced certainly fit these diagnoses. The third theory? Now this one's fascinating. Some modern medical historians suggest he might have suffered from Guillain-Barré syndrome, an autoimmune disorder that causes paralysis. This would explain the gradual loss of movement he experienced while maintaining mental clarity until the end. Here's what makes this mystery even more compelling. Alexander's body was preserved in honey and was supposed to be transported to Macedonia, but it never arrived. It disappeared somewhere in Syria, taking with it any chance of modern science solving this ancient puzzle through forensic analysis. What adds another layer to this mystery is the political chaos that erupted after his death. His empire, stretching from Greece to India, was torn apart by his generals. Could they have had a hand in his demise, or was it simply fate, cutting short the life of history's most successful military commander? The truth is, we may never know what really happened in those final days in Babylon, but perhaps that's what makes this story so captivating. It reminds us that even the mightiest figures in history were ultimately human, vulnerable to the same forces that affect us all. Think about it. A man who conquered the known world, who thought himself a god, was brought down by something as mundane as illness, or as dramatic as assassination. It's a reminder that regardless of our achievements, we all face the same ultimate fate. The only difference is the story we leave behind.